Morning from Nynäshamn, Tuesday morning, 5th day of sailing here, and an important day because it's the last day of the qualifying races. What does this mean? Well, it means that during 3 or 4 or maybe 5 heats for each sailor during the day, it will be decided who gets to compete in the gold group, silver group, bronze group, and copper group in the last 2 final days of the competition using the system SHRS constructed by our friend Roy Greenwich in New Zealand, following us anxiously, I think, at a distance. And so far it's worked out wonderful. We all owe a great deal of gratitude to Roy for his dedication, and also for the people working with the reporting of the system in Nynäshamn, John Holm and Lennart Eriksson in particular. So typically we have, of course, anyone who is doing filming from these kind of events focuses on the top names in the competition. And as you see, after 8 races, we're into the 9th race, but it's not yet finished. The list is dominated in the top by a number of people: Tim Schualo, Odd Ernolf Stray from Norway, Thomas Envall, Rolf Andersson, Fredrik Edgren, and so on. But I will, during the filming that I try to do today, actually focus on a next group of sailors who are maybe somewhere here, from, let's say, the 12th to the 22nd, 23rd group of sailors, because they are now going to compete either to stay on above the line, so to say, for the gold group, or if not, at least try to get on top of the list for the silver group. So there are quite a number of sailors here that you have seen in the race reporting so far, performing very well. Magnus Janeborn from Örebro in the central of Sweden, a tall guy, a very enthusiastic indoor sailor who has done several good placements, not 1, 2 positions and 1 4 position. Johan Lindholm 206, who's a young, enthusiastic, upcoming sailor in Sweden with not less than 3 third positions so far in the 8 heats that he has sailed. Kent Bengtsson, who early on came high up in the ranking with 2 2 2. So he had, after the first discard, a very high position he has had a little bit less luck in the second discard round, so to say. But he has been able to discard a number 12 and number 13. And of course, today we will have at least 1 more discard. Magnus Timmerdal, not only Grandmaster in age, but also one of the Grandmaster and great engines of DF65, 95 activity in Sweden, is actually the reigning champion of in the ranking lists in Sweden, and is probably rather going up than down in this list. He has 2 thirds so far, a number of 4ths. Dave Burke, it will be interesting to see how he is performing today. He has 1 number 2, 1 number 3, so he's going up in the list and become more visible in the list. Jan Bobe Lindholm, a member of the Lindholm family, a number 2, a number 4, a number 3. So 2 number 4s actually. He is also an interesting person to watch. And then I was told yesterday that a lot of people from the Netherlands are looking at our videos, and happy about that. And so they will no doubt be very interested in the development of Chaco Kaiser today, how he will fare. And he had a brilliant end yesterday with a number 1 position in the last 8 round of heats. And then you have a third member of the Lindholm family, just below the line so far. We'll see how they actually will divide exactly between the gold and the silver. Anders Lindholm, who has a 2, a 3, a 3, but has a couple of less great races, but he's on the same number of points as Chaco, and only 1 less than Bobo Lindholm. So that's going to be very, very interesting to see, as will also the development for David Lindsay, a very important member of the competition from New Zealand, the only New Zealander who has a 1, he has a 2, he has a 6. So he has had a couple of sort of medium races, which brought him down a little bit in the list, but he is also probably has odds to go up. Sweden 159, Bengt Olsberg from the Stockholm area, is very diligent sailor, which actually has done 2 number 1 positions, then gone down a little bit in the list in the others, but he has number 2 as well. So you're a little bit surprised when you look at this list how he's so far, but it shows the enormously competitive situation in the races. So let's see how, and then we have the Finnish contribution, and great to see a number of Finnish sailors here. Rami Westman, look out for 120, Finland, several good positions, number 3. And then of course the Australian first in the list, we have 2 Australians here that we need to watch out for, Andrew Gibbs, and he has a number 1, he has a number 4, so he clearly is very competitive when he gets a good start, as is Phil Burgess, our chairman from the DFICA, who has had a very good situation as well with a number 2 position as his most. Stig Trömqvist, I would maybe stop somewhere there. We are coming up to a list of people on the 33 points. I don't know exactly where the limit is to people to get up to the gold group, but it probably is somewhere here around another Swede, Olle Appelqvist, Tobias Vogt from Germany, Gary Winton, who has a solid placement in the last races here with a number 2 and number 3, and Pelle Georgsson, who has had a number 2, Lars Smith as well, of course. So, but then we are coming down to numbers which may be difficult to. It may be difficult to get up so much in the list that you are actually going into the gold group. But we do have also a sailor, Joachim Mellström in Sweden, who's often very competitive, but who has so far not managed to get above the 5th place. Lars Smith has a number 2, for instance. So that is what's going to be my focus today, focusing on this page, not forgetting, of course, the what will happen on the gold side, where John Tushingham and Nick Jowood will go in the coming races. I have no doubt that they will perform brilliantly as well. So this for this morning, it looks good as yesterday. Now with a little bit more wind in the morning than before. So I hope for a good day for us all.